Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas from Macau, China, standing with Freddie Roach, the trainer of Manny Pacquiao, and your fighter, of course, has a big matchup Saturday in the U.S., but Sunday over here in China. I know there was some developments that happened earlier in the day. I know you've had a chance to really just calm down and kind of soak everything in. How are you doing? And just really, now that it's all done with, what do you make of everything that happened?
Well, it didn't need to happen. I mean, the thing is, we have times for our workouts with scheduled times, and I waited, enough to wait for them to leave, and then they told me they weren't leaving, and they were staying for an extra half hour, and I says, that's our time. I said, you guys don't have the right to be here, and so forth. So it was, some words were spoken, and one of their guys kicked me, assaulted me. But someone told me if I press charges, it might hurt the fight. So I said I'm not going to hurt the fight. And I talked to Manny. Manny's okay with it as long as Manny's okay. That's all I really care about. Is my fighter is anxious and ready to go.
How do you handle it when you first told him, like, hey, this just happened?
And he obviously heard about it before he got here in more details than I can say. So a lot of things were said, a lot of things were done. What order, I have no idea. Because it's
like a flash. It just happens in an instant.
It does happen so quickly. The thing is, they're making a race issue out of it because I said, "What are you, the tough Mexican?" to the bodyguard who tried to swung at me a couple times, and then Ellie said whatever his last name, the Jewish kid with the camera, I called him, and he was trying to make a big issue out of this, a racial issue. But everyone that knows me knows I'm not racist, so I don't really care. I train all kinds of people all over the world, and I have no problem with that.
Do you feel it's their camp blowing that issue up in order to maybe get into your head or maybe get into Manny's head, given the relationship that was between you and them and prior issues with prior videos?
No, not really. The thing is, the big issue is that they were here on our time. They were wrong. So we had the right to ask them to leave, and they told us to go fuck ourselves, that we're not leaving for another half hour. So if I don't think they want to get under my skin and so forth. But when he assaulted me, that was just out of pure jealousy, I feel, because he doesn't have a future in this sport, and I do. I mean, there's no doubt about that. He just got fired by Chavez, he got fired by Amir Khan, he got fired by Manny Pacquiao. He's been fired 7 times since that I know of, since I hired him. I mean, the thing is, he's just a bad guy, and he showed it today, and making fun of my Parkinson's on national TV, and kicking me I took one step towards that area away from Robert Garcia, because he was calling me a piece of shit or something like that, and then making fun of my Parkinson's. So, but you know what? The fight's the important thing to me. We have a press conference tonight. We all have to be at the press conference. I won't say nothing.
So you plan on being civil? It's not like a point where you want to get back at him or something?
As long as I'm sitting in my seat that says Freddie Roach, okay, I'm all set. But if I'm sitting in Robert Garcia's seat, then that's a different story. They were sitting in my gym. That's during my time. It's our time to be there, and everyone knows that. So, I feel that they were in the wrong, and they didn't respect us, and maybe they wanted this to happen. I'm not sure.
Looking at Manny coming into this fight, it's been a long time since we've seen him. The last fight, of course, was with Marquez. He's had a year off. Do you feel that year actually played into being a good thing for Manny, seeing that his body got a chance to rest, mentally he got to rest?
Oh, by far. We need some time off. He wanted to come back in April, and I talked him out of it. I mean, because, all the sports issues with concussions and so forth, it's so wide open now, and it's just after stuff like knockouts like that and stuff, you need time. So I think the year was good. He's in great shape. He's in great spirits. He's happy. He laughed at me about getting in the fight with Garcia. He even try to kick me. As long as my fight is not affected by it, that's all I care about right at this point. I'll go to the press conference tonight. I mean, I won't speak to any of them. I don't need to speak to any of them.
And that's that.
That's that. I mean, the thing is, unless he assaults me, if someone assaults me again, and then that would be an issue.
Looking at Manny as a whole, a lot of people, because of the knockout, have counted him out. They said that he's not the same guy anymore. How does that play into this fight? Because I know Manny wants to come out and show people that he's still vintage Manny Pacquiao. So does that change the strategy you feel in the fight?
Well, I think he knows he needs to be a little more explosive in this fight and not be so compassionate in this fight and be the Manny Pacquiao that used to knock people out. And after those couple losses, we need to really make a mark here. I mean, we got to show that this young kid coming up doesn't belong in this level yet, and I feel that we will knock him out somewhere along the way. And Manny's as good as I've ever seen him. And we had one of the best training camps ever, so I'm not worried about anything at all. There's nothing Brendan Rios can do that we can't do better.
On a final note, I know there's been some distractions, the typhoon, this situation, and then Khan's having issues and stuff as well. How's he handling all this now, these recent developments?
He's pretty good about stuff like that. He wants Michael to stay in the hospital, and Michael wants to come out and get it. He says, stay in and let everyone do their job. And I thought for sure we were going to end up last Sunday going to ground zero with the storm, but he says it'd be more important for me to win this fight to my people, and then I'll go help them afterwards. So he's 100%, 100%.
As he's telling Manny right now, 100%. He's giving us the thumbs up. You want to come in for a second, Manny, and talk to us about everything that's going on? We're going to grab Manny right over here right now, be enjoying with Manny, here Manny Pacquiao, and of course his trainer Freddie Roach. He told me that he told you about the scuffle. What did you think about it? I was told that he kind of laughed about it, and especially the kicking part that you kicked him.
Yeah, it's okay as long as it's okay for him. It's okay.
He's okay.
It's okay. I share the word of God to him. Yes.
It calmed you down.
It's calm. Yeah.
Manny, looking at you work out, you're as fast as ever. And I was telling Freddie that it just amazed me because, a lot of people are really counting you out in terms of, they say he's not the same Manny Pacquiao anymore. But from what I saw you working out, you're the same Manny Pacquiao. You're just as fast. And it just blew my mind away.
We did our best in this training camp. We're very happy in our training camp in Jensen. The people there is very nice. It's easy to ask favor for them, not to bother the training. And Freddie is happy, and he think that this is not the last training camp in the Jensen, probably. But it depends where the fight is.
You've had time here in Macau, both you guys. How do you like it over here as compared to Vegas and other fights you've had as well? Just the general atmosphere.
Nice here, the same. It's hard to compare. We cannot compare Las Vegas and here. It's both nice place. In our training camp, in the fight place is good. And if the fight is here, it's good to train here in Asia. And if the fight in America, it's good to train in Hollywood. And
do you miss training at the wild card?
Yes.
Yeah. You hear that, Freddie? You're gonna try to bring him back over to the wild card.
We trained at the wild card. Manny named his gym wild card.
Wild card.
Yeah. Wild card.
But at some point, you do want to go back, have a fight in Vegas, and have a camp there in Los Angeles.
Yes.
Well, Manny, we can't wait for your fight. I know we're going to see you a little later at the press conference. Good seeing you. Great seeing you train as well.
Can I bring Freddie?
Yeah, you can bring Freddie if you want.
Yes.
All right, you guys watching us over here on the Boxing Channel, we thank you, and see you at the press conference later this night.
Yes.